I ordered this hat just so I had a hat that I could draw on that I don't care about, and it came in the mail, and Krautmeister saw it, and she's like, that's a fun hat, isn't it? And it's just like this. It's just really...
That's so loud. Was that... Just looking at it, it's like, this is immediately 90% off. It's like brand new. It hits the shelves and it's 90% discount. Like straight away.
It says like, the blessing rejected, it will become a curse. And it's trying to be all hip and cool with its satanistic iconography. And then it's got all this
looks
colours.
like from a distance, it looks like 90s backpack with a military seal on it.
Yeah, it's like Nickelodeon if it was like run by a fascist group.
Remember, guys, today's a positive episode. We only have positive vibes, only can say positive things. And remember that smiling only takes less muscles than frowning.
Okay.
Bazinga boys are here to speak all of their thoughts on the Big Bang Theory. Rob has an opinion, Vaughn has an opinion, Pete probably has one too. But most of all, Rob has an opinion.
Hey, I'm Vaughn. I'm a Bazinga boy. Welcome to the Bazinga Boy podcast.
I'm Rob. I'm a Bazinga boy. Pete, who are you, Pete?
I'm Pete. Thanks for asking, Rob. I'm a Bazinga boy.
We're all Bazinga boys. What a great group of guys we are. What's the show about, Rob?
We're here to watch every episode of Big Bang Theory, so you guys don't have to.
No. Stopping you right
what?
there. Okay.
Oh,
so,
we're here to be positive.
Yes, exactly. So we had a chat last season. It kind of took a turn, and we got kind of negative. We kind of went to a dark place, and we had a discussion, and we've said that this episode is only positive, only posy vibes, only positive things.
Yeah, new season, new attitudes. New season, new attitudes.
Yeah, new season, new me. And you. So, what's the show about, Rob?
This show is about watching Big Bang Theory in a positive state of mind and enjoying every moment of it.
So, last week was our final episode of season 1. We got through it, boys. Good on ya. I sent out a letter about 2 weeks before that. Finally, it's made it to America, so the boys have got my letters to them to basically just say a present and a nice thing about getting through that whole season together. So, Pete, I'm going to get you to open up your envelope.
Right, the sound of me opening an envelope. Okay, so there's cardboard and a message and some photos as well. Am I reading the message first?
Yeah, just read the message.
All right, cool. So it says, Dear Pete, thank you for your timeless work on the podcast and your giggles at all our dumb jokes. Sorry I'm yelling. My caps lock button is broken. Please take this token of my appreciation and think of me during your next Big Bang. Winky face. Love, Vaughn. P.S. Congrats on finishing season 1. That's lovely. And there's a love heart on it as well. Should I have a look at the picture now?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to edit out that laugh because that's really long. It's our favorite. I'll hold it up to the camera so Rob, you can see it. Who's that a picture of, Rob?
Oh, it's a signed Katie Kuko.
Yeah, that's her.
Nice. It's
In
real
a-
as well. Definitely not an eBay purchase.
So the actress that plays Penny on the show, I've got a little photo-sized image with a signature. I think it's just Vaughn's signature.
No, it's a real one. Look, you can see, you can match it with my one that I bought for myself. I've got now hanging in my room. It's her on a bed sipping a Starbucks coffee with her signature. Her signature's a bit pixelated for some reason. I don't know why, but that's official signed memorabilia that I got.
In my one, she's got like a crocheted top that she's lifting up to reveal a sexy piece of lingerie. So we'll be sure to post these on our Facebook page or something so everyone can see them.
Yeah, and Rob, get your open up your letter.
Okay. That's the sound of... So Vaughn spent $9 to mail this to me.
If anyone's new to this We all live in different cities around the world.
It's a very worldly program.
Very worldly, yeah.
It's positive. I just love it.
It's positive. It's multicultural. Okay.
We're three white boys living in different cities.
All English-speaking
So
cities.
multicultural. Yeah.
Okay, so I have the letter. Dear Rob, I may not agree with all your Nazi sympathizing and your wild theories about women being subhuman and needing... Pete got such a nice one.
I love straight away.
He
I got
such
like
a nice letter. Being subhuman and needing to know their place, and your thoughts on flushed aways, superior lighting, or your picketing the funerals of dead astronauts. But I still want to say thank you with this masturbatory aid. Love, Vaughn. P.S. Oh no, whoops, I forgot, never mind. Okay, so I read that very poorly. It was very funny, Vaughn. I like how you turned all of your thoughts and made them about me. It was very clever. And then we got... Oh. Fuck you. Pete, what am I looking at?
It's your favourite character, Dr. Shelfman himself, in a very masculine pose, signed as well with a Nintendo belt buckle.
Yeah, nice pixelated, slightly blurry signature as well, Vaughn. So these guys obviously have shaky hands.
Thank you so much for your hard work on the season. Enjoy those when you're, needing to relieve yourselves. So with that out of the way, by the way, Rob, I wrote that letter while at work. So I was writing, your women thinking women are subhuman and picketing the funerals of astronauts, while a guy who sat next to me was reading it over my shoulder going, what the fuck is going on here?
How old was that guy?
32. So, let's get on to the episode discussion. Pete, what was this episode about?
So, we just all watched The Bad Fish Paradigm, originally aired 5th of January 2009. So, Season 2, Episode 1, Leonard and Penny are now dating. So that was the big conclusion to Season 1. Penny basically lies to Leonard and says that she finished community college, really because she's worried that she's not smart enough to kind of be up on his level of intellect. She tells Sheldon that and asks if he can keep it a secret. Sheldon decides to move out of the house because he's terrible at keeping secrets, so he feels that that's the best way to do it. And then Howard spikes his drink with Valium and warm milk and he spills the beans. So that's what the episode was all about.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, it's pretty concise. Last season I really liked how they touched on the theme of Sheldon not getting on with the boys that much. He was still lovable, but he got on their nerves a bit. But I really liked how they touched on that again. Like, they're really driving home that he gets on the other guy's nerves. I just like that in a series that, really drive home a point by repeating it over and over again.
Really reinforcing it. So it means you can basically come into the show wherever and you can get brought up to speed nearly on every episode.
And what I loved also about Sheldon in this one is in the last season, he would constantly tease Leonard about his science work being derivative, and he was able to do it again this time, and he just continued to tell him again.
I like that too, Rob. That was
so positive.
You know what? It just really drove home that he really thinks that about his friends, and it really drove home that his friends don't enjoy him that much.
Yeah. What I also really liked was the final scene. I liked how Penny set Leonard up to make him say something that was insulting. I really liked that. I thought that was really nice of her. She was like, you want to be with me, even if I'm not smart? And he said, yeah. And then she took that as an insult, but I felt like she baited him, which was a good thing.
I really liked that in this episode, Sheldon folding a shirt got a laugh.
Yeah, well, actually, do you know what when I was watching that, I genuinely was like, hey, that's a pretty good like invention. They were playing it for comedy, and I was just like, hey, I'm not getting a laugh out of that. I think that would be like a really handy little piece of equipment.
Do you want
to
to explain for everybody that maybe hasn't watched the episode?
So the scene is punctuated by this really just, I don't know, it's like a subtle thing in the background where Sheldon's folding his clothes by using this giant flap machine, which is just basically 4 flaps, and you put your shirt in it and you flap the flaps over it and it auto folds the shirt. I had a look on eBay, they're about $15, and everyone's laughing when he's folding the shirts. I was there going, what a great invention. So I was talking, I'm going to pull the curtain back a bit here, guys. We've been talking about getting some stickers done up, and doing some like merch for the show. I was thinking, what if we got some of those stickers we printed up and just shoved it on one of those flappy machines, and then we could have official Bazinga Boy shirt folders.
That's our first item of merch. I think that's great.
Instead of having shirts, we've got shirt folders.
That's a way better idea. I really like that idea. I'm going to buy 5, and then I'm going to put 5 stickers on them, and then I'm going to put them up and see if anyone buys an official Bazinga Boys shirt folder. And we have to have them way before we have shirts.
I love that we could be doing a live podcast recording somewhere, and people are like, you guys selling shirts? It's like, no, we've only got shirt folders. And I'm like, that's all right. Does it come in XL? And we have different sized shirt folders.
Shirt folders.
Do they come in women's?
Bazinga Boys shirt folders are unisex and appropriate for all t-shirts.
Exactly. You know, what a positive, great thing, hey?
So positive.
Pete, in the past, you've had a bit of a dark past. I'm going to bring it up on the podcast, but you have a dark past of being kind of a nitpicker, like who'd nitpick things out about episodes. So I was just going to ask if you have any nitpicks today, because I don't know if it would suit the episode.
Positive nitpicks, though.
I do, but I'm going to give it a positive spin, I guess. So, in that particular scene where Sheldon's folding his shirts, I'm not sure if you noticed, but he folds the same shirt twice. So it's a bit of a continuity error.
No, I just think it was him being thorough. I thought that was a really positive...
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. At first, I was like, on a first watch, you could be nitpicky for the continuity error, but realistically, he's probably just being ultra thorough about his shirt folding.
Yeah,
he wants to get it done right.
Which is in theme for his character as well. Exactly.
Yeah.
What a show.
And I'm going to be positive to you, Pete. I think it's nice that you chose a nitpick that wasn't video game related.
Oh. So I sometimes I like to rip off segments. I'm going to admit it. Sometimes I have nitpicks of my own, but I didn't think it was suitable for today's episode. So instead of doing a nitpick, I'm doing a not pock. It's kind of the opposite of a nitpick, because not having chicken pox is good. So at the very start of the episode, Penny and Glasses Man walks in, and he's going really in depth, and I really loved it when he was going in depth and being really pedantic about Pinkberry, and talking about why it's not really yogurt, it's some other bull fun, and if you look at the container she's holding, it's very clearly, they tried to put some napkins over the top of it, but the napkins were see-through. They're very clearly a Baskin-Robbins cup, not a Pinkberry cup. And just, you know what I really liked about that? It made me think, we're all human, we all make mistakes, and it just it humbled me. That's all I'm going to say about that.
It's great to be it's great to be grounded by such a show.
You know, yeah, it's just human. Another.
I wish the listeners could just see Pete's grin for this entire episode.
It's a positive grin. I like it.
It's like Hagrid from Harry Potter 1.
Not 2. You got depressed in that one. Another thing I liked about the episode was I only had to stop it once to take a breather, but doctors say it's healthy to stop and get up and walk around sometimes. You don't want to be sitting too much. I really, really enjoyed that as well. Also, I really liked... Do you guys notice at the end the stipples?
Dude, Return to the Stipples, 20 minutes, 15 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. I had that time too. Good note taking there, Pete. That was great of you. I really enjoyed the stipples just because you can see Kaylee Cocoa Pops just put in that much acting effort to really just show that she actually does have some feelings towards Leonard by really going the extra... I'm not going to say mile, I'm going to say the extra centimeter.
How good, extra centimeter. How good was it that Leonard was wearing like a shirt a hoodie and a jacket over the top, while Penny's just wearing like a singlet.
No bra.
In that scene.
I really
No bra.
like that. It showed that they're two different people, but opposites attract. That's a science term there, if you didn't know.
I think if they played the scene out longer, we would have seen the positives from Sheldon. He was wearing the extra just in case Penny got cold, so he could offer her a warm sweater.
What a gentleman,
So
eh?
It's all happy here at the Bazinga headquarters.
Supreme gentleman him.
Yeah.
Another thing I liked about this episode was Penny's eyebrows. They reminded me of apostrophes, and it made me really think about punctuation and how it's made me endeavor to use spell check less and rely more on myself. So that was another great thing I saw in the episode. Really elongated apostrophes, those eyebrows.
Also, was this the first appearance of Mrs. Wallowitz? So Howard or Dr. Shelton's mum?
We've heard her
the
previously.
off-screen? Yeah, I looked up online. So this is for anyone that hasn't watched the show. In any scene at Howard's house, his mum's yelling instructions at him from like off camera. Anyway, it's played by a lady named Carol Ann Susie, and she died from cancer in 2014.
Really makes it take stock of your life and really makes you appreciate what you've got. What a positive little factoid, Pete. Oh my god. So, do you have anything else positive to say about the episode?
I'm literally crying. I was just waiting for the positive spin.
No, that's it.
And that's the funniest thing Pete's done on this
fuck.
show.
Okay, so I've got a new segment, guys. Okay, I've got a new segment.
Lay it on us,
Okay,
Vaughn.
so in the episode, you might remember that Sheldon he went to live with Raj.
Rob's still laughing. Sorry, Vaughn.
You just caught me so off guard.
Okay, so I got a new segment. It's called Positive Force. We're being positive here, but sometimes the show, I'm going to be honest here, isn't 100% positive. And in this episode, Sheldon went to Raj's house and stayed with him for a bit, and they started arguing about Indian actresses while watching a movie. And I'm going to play a clip here just to show you what Raj says about one of the Indian actresses.
Madhuri Dixit is a leprous prostitute.
She's a real actress, right? Like that's an actual real person that they're just slagging off on this show.
Well, that's what I thought. And I thought it was a bit rude. So my positive force is, I was like, well, what can I do to maybe turn something that wasn't that positive into something that is positive? So what I did was I got that clip, I cut it out, and I posted it to Twitter and tagged the actress and Kunal Nayar, who plays Raj. And I said, "Hey Madhuri, we heard that you and Kunal had beef." Little joke there. Can we start an open dialogue, clear the air, and get some positivity up in this hizal? And they haven't replied yet, but I'll keep you updated, see if we can create some positivity in the future regarding...
The thing that disappoints me most about that is how many people are going to miss the beef joke. Yeah.
Well, I got a new segment, and this is going to be a recurring segment, I feel, because, quick recap, last time we had, for our finale, we had a very long, drawn-out board game we played, where I designed a board game, and the loser would have to wear a Big Bang Theory armband. It's like a Livestrong bracelet, but double the girth.
Which were popular around about the time of this show actually being aired.
Exactly.
Like the mid to late 2000s.
And it's in a big, thick impact font. It says The Big Bang Theory. There's no escaping it. And right before we played the board game, I put a whole bunch of like stipulations that meant there was no getting out of it. There's no taking it off. There's no flipping it inside out. It has to be worn for the entire time that we're recording season 2 of our show, which really
it's so good
backfired.
that we're going into like warmer weather as well where we are at the moment. So it's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
no
It's
jumpers or long sleeve shirts. It's like, yeah, that's on.
So my new segment is Life with the Armband. So I'm just going to give you an update of what's happening. And you know what? I got home. Oh, well, I went to my girlfriend Krautmeister's house right after recording that episode, and she went, "How did it go?" And I was like, "Not the best. I created a trap and I fell into it myself." And she says, "What?" And I showed her. She's like, "I have to wear this for probably about a year." She was very upset. But you know what? There's positives to everything.
It means that there's more it means there's more space in the house because she's moved out.
Yeah.
It means that I've got the whole bed to myself.
Yeah, it's great. It means we're not going out as much. We're saving money. That's good for the future. Embarrassed to be seen out with me. When I get on the bus in the morning, old ladies and disabled people are getting up to let me use the priority seats. It's all good. It's actually seriously though, it's like no one's actually said anything yet about it. I've definitely gotten looks, and I'm definitely more self-conscious going out, and I'm putting my hands in my pockets a lot more. And it just looks really creepy. This guy with one hand in a pocket all the time. It looks like I'm fiddling with myself.
with the Big Bang Theory bracelet just like
peeking
sitting
out.
on the outside of your pocket.
I think our next game punishment should be whoever loses has to wear a trench coat all the time, and we'll try and double down on Vaughn.
Yeah, fuck off. And but you know what? It's positive. Like I'm a cis white male. I'm very privileged. This is my first chance to experience life as a marginalized group, and I'm going to embrace it. And maybe you guys should check your privilege. You're not living the actual life of a Big Bang Theory fan who's on the sleeve, literally.
It reminds me of a previous episode where you discussed how, like, you know how when you're in public and you hear someone laughing and then, like, you might look that way and you make eye contact and then you think, oh, they're talking or laughing about you.
Yeah.
I think you were at a Baker's Delight, if I remember correctly.
Yes, they were.
So you've just now heightened that sensitivity.
Oh yeah, I like 100%. I promise you, it's on my mind a lot. Like it instantly makes you lose credibility in a lot of areas. And like an email came through at work saying, "Hey, just a reminder, of dress standards," and I was like, "Holy fuck, this is about me." Like no offensive slogans.
No logos.
Yes,
No logos.
no logos. Nothing offensive. And like this was offensive to a lot of. No, that's not positive. Let's move on to a more positive segment. I'm calling Friends. Again, following up from last week, you guys, we're trying to make friends, trying to be positive. You know, having social interaction with other people is a positive thing. So I hit up the other podcast who was doing the exact same thing as us. They replied. Tell me what you think of this. I sent a picture of a leaf with peace written in blood and then a mouse in a pool of blood to them. Their response was, and I wrote the caption, "We're always watching, always listening." And their response was, "I take comfort in that. It's good knowing that you're out there taking her easy for all us sinners."
Oh, that sounds like they're
Okay.
supporting what we do.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't...
I don't know.
It's not funny.
They followed us back, but I'm confused by that. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Where I haven't done any research. I haven't listened to this other podcast. Where are they based? What's the situation?
Well, you know, it's a positive thing to get more information about your friends. So, I have actually done...
That can be my homework for the week.
I've done some stalking. I found both their private Facebook pages, and they're both based in Montana. But you know what? You haven't listened to any of it? I'm going to get you to listen to your first ever bit of their podcast. I'm going to play you a clip right now.
So I'm clicking on the link now.
Tell us when.
Yeah.
Do you want to do...
Okay, no, sorry. This is
You'll
the
have to
four.
download.
This is the four colors flat brim some cap. Oh, social media manager MP3. Okay, cool. Got it here.
As our social media manager, who does not do a very good job of it, you can find us on Twitter, and we have a Facebook page. Just interact with us. Tell us where you're at. What's going on in your life? How are you?
So, they're saying, interact with us. And I was like, well, I did. They didn't mention us at all in their latest episode. I don't know why. Maybe they're just saving it for a surprise for later. I don't know how to put a positive spin on this. But they did say at the end there, interact with us. I was like, I'll try again. They said, where you at? So I went and posted on there. I just posted 34 north, 50, 50 degrees, 180 degrees, 70, 39.2 west. And I was just trying to let them know, I gave them GPS coordinates of where I'm at. I thought, it's good to know where your friends are at.
Perfect. So
I don't know if I put a typo in there or something, because after I posted it, I don't know how to use the computer that well. I don't know how to delete it. I thought it was going to be the coordinates to my house. Instead, it's just the coordinates to the Church of Scientology in LA. I don't know how I got that mixed up. You know what? It's human to make mistakes.
Is that the same? Is that the same tattoo that Angelina Jolie has on her shoulder?
What tattoo? What? What do you want? Oh, the GPS coordinates.
I think your Scientology joke and your Angelina Jolie joke, I think they were good attempts at comedy. Very positive.
Can we just put, Vaughn, can we edit in some audience laugh tracks after both of ours?
I like dead
Our
silence.
comments, please.
You know what? I think it's positive to be honest about your failings. So I thought, you know what? I made a mistake. I was originally going to put a gun store or something. That could be seen as a legitimate threat. What's something more culty? Hopefully they respond this time and, give us a bit of attention. Maybe friends talk to each other. Maybe give us a mention on the pod.
Should we do a call to action? Get our friends, the people that listen to this podcast, to get in contact with the other Bazinga
Exactly,
podcasts.
yeah. It's a friendly thing
Big
to
Bang
do
Theory
to get
podcast.
friends to meet other friends, isn't it?
Perfect.
So if you want to go to twitter.com/BB Theory Squared, that's their Twitter. Maybe give them a comment and say, hey, why are you dogging our boys? Or maybe say something more positive. Or maybe ask them for some help for some problems. I don't know. We've had people call in and ask for help with problems with Nazi girlfriends and stuff. Maybe ask them about that. They haven't touched on that, I don't think. And then their Facebook. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to even be able to find their Facebook. They've got really bad SEO. I mean, they're a hidden gem.
I like puzzles and mysteries. So it's good to try and find their page. It's fun.
Exactly, it's fun, and a good fun thing to do is put in facebook.com // misspeaking's fun and positive too sometimes. Big Bang Theory, facebook.com / Big Bang Theory. So go there, give them a comment, maybe speak to them and just go, hey, you're part of the Bazinga Boy family. How about you come over, join the Church of Scientology. That's all I've got for this week. How about you guys? You got anything else positive to say to our fans, to our friends, to all the other Bazinga boys and girls out there?
I just want to say thanks to everyone for having us back for another season. I thought we would get a break from
What do
watching.
you mean having us back? No one's hosting us. This is 100% us forcing ourselves out into the world.
Vaughn, I'm not sure I really sit well with your negativity here.
I apologize. You know what? It's a really good thing to know when you're wrong, and it's a good thing to be humble in defeat. And, sometimes people make missteps, and I apologize, Rob. Please accept my most gracious and humble of apologies.
I will ingratiate myself into your apology, Vaughn.
There you go. I can't wait to get back to our own old negative selves next episode.
Thanks so much for joining us, and may the God's spirit and light guide you into being a positive force yourself. So please let us know what positive things you did this week in regards to the Big Bang Theory. I've been Vaughn.
I am Rob.
I'm Pete, and together we are Bazinga Boys.
Can you do a bit more energy? You know what? I think a really positive, a constructive criticism would be to finish on a higher note. So, let's try that again.
We should do like a barbershop quartet, like Bazinga.
Okay,
Try
let's
that?
try that. Okay.
I think it was a nice suggestion.
Okay,
Right, so
ready?
do you want me to take the
3,
lead?
2, 1. Bazinga.
Bazinga.
Okay, that. What a weird episode.
That was just like that was. I imagine that's exactly your first meeting at a Scientology clinic. Oh, hi friends, it's your boy Pete. What a positive and uplifting episode that just was. Here are some of my favorite uplifting quotes by famous people. These are not by me. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's bazinga. Steve Jobs, rest in peace, homie. We do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the bazinga we need inside ourselves. J.K. Rowling. And a personal mantra of mine, bazinga and buy the pussy. You can do anything. Donald Trump. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones to follow us on all the social medias and also check us out at bazingaboys.com. Goodbye.